I've had a mental block for about a week now because I've had a reoccurring thought that I wanted to make some content on, but I don't want to make the content on it because I don't want to be that guy. But I realize sometimes you got to be that guy. We have a serious image problem in Black America. Not only do we glorify bullshit, but we also have an image problem to where we look at certain things and we want to put them on a pedestal, like they are badges of honor. We got to do better, Black America. We got to do better. And we also have to do better with the message that we give to the community. Do we want to tell our youth that people shouldn't judge them, or people shouldn't look at them or view them a certain way because they carry themselves a certain way? Or do we want to tell the youth that, hey, people are going to judge you based off how you look? People are going to judge you based off how you carry yourself. The better you understand this, the better you can navigate the world you're going out into. But I think we do a disservice when we go into the community and tell our youth and tell individuals, hey, people shouldn't judge you on that. It's okay for you to go around and carry yourself in a negative manner. It's okay for you to go around and carry yourself in an unbecoming manner. It's okay to carry yourself in whatever manner you see fit. For example, I was in Starbucks the other day, and one of the younger employees came out of the back, and I guess he was on break, and he sat on the bench right in the restaurant where people sit and they eat and they do their business and whatever. And he put his feet up on the chair, like he was sitting both feet like just stooped down on the chair itself. And I'm looking at him like somebody in his life told him that it was okay for him to go out in society and act like that and sit like that, and it was okay. And people shouldn't judge him or think, any way about him doing that. It's okay for him to do that because that's who he is. He's comfortable doing that. And it's setting our youth up for failure. And when I say youth, I'm not talking about black or white, because the young man I'm talking about is a white young man. But our youth are being fed this narrative that it's okay for them to go out into the world and just be fucked up. And it's okay because people shouldn't judge them. Well, we should be telling our youth that, hey, when you go out into the world and you look like a thug, people are going to judge you as a thug. When you go out into the world and you look like a slut, people are going to judge you as a slut. When you go out in the world and you act like a little child, people are going to treat you as a little child. So understand these things about the world and govern yourself accordingly when you're out there in the world. So that way you don't have to worry about somebody treating you like a thug or a slut or a little kid, because you're mindful of how you're acting and you're mindful of what you're doing, and you're not trying to hide behind the facade of, well, people shouldn't judge you or people shouldn't this. Because when we see someone dressed in a police officer's uniform, we're going to automatically assume that they're a police officer. When we see somebody dressed in a doctor's uniform, we're going to automatically assume that they are a doctor, even if they are not a doctor. So understand, when society sees us dressed or carrying ourselves in a certain way, society is going to react and judge us how they see us. Is it right or wrong? I'm not here to say what if it's right or wrong. I'm just one of those people that understand that society is going to act how it wants to act, regardless of how I feel. But, and this is a bit of psychology here, the better I understand how society sees me, the better I can tailor what society sees, and I could bait society up however I want them to bait them up. We have to let our youth know that it's, depending on how you carry yourself, you're going to be judged. So be mindful of how you carry yourself, and not tell them, oh, well, people shouldn't judge you because of how you carry yourself, because that's the reality. The reality is people are going to judge them based on how they carry themselves.